But first, let's begin here. Developing this morning, growing frustration and a demand for answers on those mystery drones over the East Coast. Well, New York Governor Kathy Hochul says state-of-the-art drone radar technology is now headed to her state as thousands of these sightings leave the public scratching their heads, worried about what in the world is up in the sky. NewsNation's Tom Dempsey has the latest from Washington this morning. Tom, people living under the flight path of these drones aren't the only ones frustrated or concerned here. How are lawmakers trying to combat them?
Hey, good morning, Markie. Yeah, look, concerns seem to be growing about all of this due to the lack of clear answers from the federal government and whether or not federal authorities are doing enough to stop these drones. We saw even more sightings over the weekend, but Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas recently commented about all this, promising a thorough investigation, and he's also confirmed no evidence of foreign involvement. Also, New York Governor Kathy Hochul has announced federal authorities are deploying advanced drone detection systems in the state. And on Sunday, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer urged Homeland Security to deploy specialized technology called the Robin, capable of identifying and tracking drones back to their landing locations.
Why do we have more questions than answers? Some of the drones are small. Some of the drones' flight patterns are erratic. Multiple drones flying together can confuse a traditional radar system. And that's why, again, this new technology can really get us the answers that we need.
President-elect Donald Trump, for his part, has weighed in on all this, saying that any unidentified drones should be shot down if the reason they're in the sky is very much unknown. Also, we've heard from Representative Jim Himes, who has called for the federal government to release much more information about this investigation and to be a little bit more transparent to combat misinformation from spreading on places like social media. Markie?
And Tom, what more are you learning about this drone detection technology and how it even works in the first place?
Yeah, so this is very key. Like I said, this is one of the pushes right now from federal lawmakers to get this sort of technology in the hands of local and state law enforcement. And this Robin technology that Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer was talking about involves using cameras and radar to really track the ID of these drones and also its landing position. But we wanted to dive into this a little further. Once a drone is detected, it figures out what kind of drone it is and what it's doing. Then it uses tools like jamming or spoofing to mess with the drone's signal, making it lose control. The system can even take over and safely land the drone. It was designed as a way to keep sensitive areas safe from unauthorized drone activity. And we will note, too, so far around 3,000 sightings of the drones have been called into an FBI tip line. So a lot of interest with this story, a lot of curiosity, and not a lot of answers at this point, Markie.
Yeah, that's the crazy part, right, is that you and I are still on air talking about this days later. It's led almost every newscast with no answers here, Tom. We'll keep waiting. Tom Dempsey, thank you so much. Let's now bring in the... Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.